Alright, so structure. What is structure? What do you mean by structure? Structure is the movement of the market in a specific direction. What do I mean? Let's start from the 4 hours. Now what you notice is the market is moving from this down part, this part down here, it's moved all the way to this highest point here. So you can see the market is moving up. Are you with me? The market is moving up. When the market got to this place, got to this particular place here, what did it start doing? It started moving down. So we are no longer in this upward movement, we are now in this downward movement. So currently we are in a downtrend with regards to Euro USD. So from here down all the way here, it's a downward movement, which simply means that we will be looking to follow the structure of the market, which is pouring to the downside. Now, how can you quote a structure? Now, the highest point of a structure of a trend, this highest point here is the lowest point. So this is the higher high, the higher low, 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 the higher high, and the higher low. Now, market could not come up again to this area to continue going up, because once a higher high has been taken out, it means that the trend continues to go up. But this is the recent highest point. Now market could not come all the way up here and pass this area. It means for now market could not continue to go up. Are you following me? Now the market started to dance in this area. It danced in this area, then it continued. It danced. It has been here for quite some weeks now. Now look at something. They what we call the overall structure. Currently now, the overall structure is still up. It's still up. Now for this structure to change from up to down, it has to break the lowest point, that is the previous higher low. Now if this is the higher high, the higher low, the higher high, where is the previous higher low? Here. Now what you will do is you pick out this particular one, this one here, you pick this one, mark out your area, you mark it out like this. Look at the history and see if market has reacted before. And what do you have? We have this one here, resistance. We have this one here, and that resistance. Then we have this one here, support. Are you with me? So we still use support and resistance. So if the market should come all the way to this area here, past this area to the downside, it means that this market has changed from an uptrend to a downtrend. So what will be the next thing for us? We are going to wait for price to come back. Price will come back up here like this. When price come back here, we have gotten a breakout. Are you with me? Then we have a retest. Market is going back here to retest. Then we'll now wait for it to form a pattern in this area. You get something like this. Market will come back down like this. It will give us an M pattern. It can be a triple top. As long as it's like this. Yes. They will now have an engulfing. An engulfing now shows in this area like this, something like this. Now when you see something like this, it means that the market has shifted from up to down. Now this one I'm showing you can give you a long trade opportunity of hundreds of pips back to the previous lowest point, which is here. Now a top of a chart like this, the highest point is resistance, the lowest point is a support. The highest point resistance, the lowest point support, or supply and demand. Supply and demand. Are you with me? Now this is the bigger picture for Euro USD. Now before this one will play out, it will take days. Will we stay hungry? No. Let us now go in. Let's delete all these ones and we go in. Now we want to deal mostly in this area here. We want to deal mostly in this area here. This is where we want to focus on. Battery is low. We want to focus on this area most especially. Are you with me? We want to focus on this area most especially. Now the first thing you will look at, what is happening. Now let us open our zoom out like this. Now the market came all the way from here. It gave us higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, thereby forming a pattern. And what pattern is it forming? There are different kinds of pattern. Can be flat pattern, inverted, channel, wedge, symmetrical, and so on. And this is a flat pattern, inverted flat pattern. Are you with me? Now, if you form this kind of pattern, what are you expecting? You're expecting for market to break this pattern, and if possible, you look for your trading opportunities. And you might say, how can I draw my trend? How can I draw trend like this? It's very simple. You go to this one right here, click on it like this. Click on any of these tools you would like to use. But for the sake of drawing trend, we will pick this slanted one. This one is slanted. We will pick it. Once you have picked it, you now take it to the screen, then drag it to where you want it to be. So in this case, I want to pick out this pattern, then wait for it to break. Now, where we are taking a trade this place as we speak, there is no place to take a trade currently. So we go back to 1 hour. We'll still go and check in 1 hour. Could we have gotten a chance to take this trade in all this area of movement? The answer is no. Because until the market broke out of this channel, when it broke out of this pattern, it came all the way down. There was no chance for us to break. So what do? We go out on 4 hours. Now I'm going to teach you something that I use. Don't forget I said what you are dealing with is structure. Now the market started to move up from which point? The market started to move up from this point here. That means this is our support area. Are you with me? So we mark that area. This is where market started to move up from. You mark it. You mark it. And you do what? You wait for price to come to that area. When price comes to that area, it's a breakout. So market was going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, then broke this area to the downside. We had a first retest, it came down. The second retest, it came down small, then went back up, then bam, we got a pattern. Observe it. Are you seeing it clearly? We got a pattern. It came up, it came down, went up, came down, engulfing. It gave us like, how would I call it? Let me show you with a candlestick. And we should do it with a arrow rather. This is, it broke the channel. I used to draw it, broke it. When it broke it down like this, it came back up. It came up. It came down again. It did not give us any pattern. It went back up again. It went back up. It came down. And it went back up again. It went back up again. Are you observing it? It went back up again. Then it did what? It came down with an engulfing. Voila. We have our entry confirmation. Are you observing what I'm showing you? It came all the way from here, broke this lowest point right here, then it came down to the downside, breakout, B, retested, first retest, came down, and that retest, no pattern, came down, the third retest gave us a pattern, an M pattern, a very beautiful one. Are you getting it? And this is where we get our own confirmation. I don't know if you are following me. This will get our own confirmation. So let us see how we would have taken this trade. So once we get our pattern confirmation, we'll take our entry from here, from this close of this engulfing. Notice the engulfing. The engulfing is this red candle swallows this green candle. We had a doji candle here, a gravestone doji, that shows that sellers are on point, about to take this market down. But I always wait for a pattern. It went back up, give us an engulfing. So if we are taking this trade, one ratio two, let us see. We entered from this purple line. We take it a stop loss of 30 pips. Take profit to the 50 pips. Easily. It hit our take profit easily. You've made your profit for the day and you are out of the market for that day. Are you getting my point? That is how you trade BRPE. Once you know the structures, you know where to look out for. Now, come next week, what is the next place we are going to look out for? For now, we are going to look out for the next lowest point the market has created, market close, which happens to be these areas. This is the next lowest point the market has created. So we mark these areas out like this. Wait for market to do what? To break it to the downside. To continue moving down. It will come break it to the downside like this. Then what next? A retest. Then pattern and engulfing. I don't know if you are getting the point. It will break out of this lowest point here. Break out, come back, retest, then engulfing. Or you can just say no. You can decide to break up like this. Are you with me? Break up to the upside, then come back to this area here. Give us a double bottom with a bullish engulfing and fly all the way back to this area here, and if possible maybe break out this particular place and continue going up. But it might not happen like that. It might have to come into this area, gather momentum, then fly all the way to the upside. It's not everyone who knows how to take trades from middle of the chart like this. But thanks to BRPE, we can take trade in even the tightest of places. We don't mind where it is, as long as it has played out to the perfection. We are going to take a trade. So this is about structure. I've even taken how to execute trade and how to place your stop loss. I don't know if you are following me. I've even taken the next two lectures in one video. Structures, how to get your entries. But let me recap. There are different kind of structure. Look at this first one. Market was here. It started coming down. As it was coming down, it was forming structures. And what structures? It came down, lower low, lower high, 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 lower low. This is the lowest point where the market said, okay, that's okay. I'm not going to keep on going lower low. And what happened? What did you observe? The market went and it broke this structure. So don't forget that this was the recent point before market changed direction. Let us mark it to show you how we could have caught this trade. Let's clear these ones for now. To show you how we could have caught the trade, to see the power of BRPE. So this was the lowest, this was the This area was the lowest point. I mean the highest point, the higher low, the lower low, the higher low, the lower low. Don't forget higher low, lower low, 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 higher low, then the final lower low. The market now went and took out the previous higher low, thereby signifying a change in structure. So what do? We pick out our candle with our rectangle and we mark. Now you will notice that there is a support here, support, resistance. So that will be our basis for marking. So we'll mark those areas as our basis and wait for price to come back to that area. Let us zoom out to see if we could have caught the trade. So we have support, support, resistance, resistance. The market is about to change, but let's assume that we don't know what the market wants to do. We still want to continue selling. We now wait. The market came higher low, lower low, broke the structure, broke this area, come down. It gave our first retest, it came down. It went back up again, there was no pattern, it came down. It went back all the way, it came down. Could we have caught a trade? Let's go back to 1 hour to see if we could have gotten a trade in that particular area. Let's go and check if we could have gotten a trade in that particular area. Did we get a trade or not? Perfection. So if we have seen market retested all the way into this area, it came back down, it went back up, give us an engulfing here. What do? We enter at the close of the engulfing. I'm using this line as a basis for where we enter. We enter here, bam. Are you with me? Enter here, then your stop loss will be above the wick, where you entered, above that candle, which happens to be here. That is 20 pips. Let's say 22, okay, 25 pips. So we are going for 50 pips. Let us see. 50 pips already, easily. And we are out for the day. Now once we have gotten this one, we are out for the day. Don't bother yourself taking more trade. Remember the rule of 0.5% per day. Now when we have gotten that, we will now say, okay, what's the next thing for us? The next thing for us is for market to break out the lowest point, and this is the lowest point. Yeah, this is the lowest point. So we mark the lowest point. Sorry, please forgive my screen. One day, God go bless me, I go buy system. So we mark the lowest point, which is this area right here. We wait patiently. So when market reach here and it break this area, when it reach there and it breaks that area, we are going to continue selling it. Are you with me? We're going to continue selling it. But unfortunately, what happened? Market did not break that area. What we saw was that the market went into the area, we sold, we catch out our profit. It now broke this area, making this place our next highest point. So as it make this place our next highest point, it means it has shifted the structure from a downtrend to an uptrend by breaking this resistance area which was the previous higher low. So as it broke to the upside, this is now the previous, the new higher high, signifying a change in momentum. That is, market is no longer trending down, it now wants to continue going up. So we mark this area and say, okay, since it has broken into, I will wait for price to break this area and come back and retest. So we mark into the future and wait. What happened? The price come back and retest. Did it? Yes. So as price came, it broke out, breakout, retest, pattern, then boom. We don't have a beautiful pattern here. Okay, let's check 1 hour if you can see. But this engulfing here is still enough reason to entry. Don't forget, it swallows the previous candle. So let's check 1 hour if you can see something that is close to perfection when it comes to engulfing and pattern, because we've gotten breakout, we've gotten pattern, we've gotten engulfing. This is our breakout, retest, then we get our, this is the first attempt we get. Once we see this one, we might enter, we might take out our stop loss, or we might be fortunate to put our stop loss below our zone. The market will dance, then move, or another opportunity for us to enter here again with another beautiful pattern here. We might enter here again, or enter in this place again. Then the market did what? It flew to perfection. So we have how many possible entries here? We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Let us say you hit stop loss here, no problem. You take this one, it goes up small, it came back, it gives us another engulfing to make 3 bottom. You enter again, and you now see target 1:2. You've made your loss plus 2 extra profit. I don't know if you are following. Still on the breakout and retest. Are you with me? Still on the breakout and retest. So I'll delete those 2 areas. They are just for reference purpose only. So the market change from here, it started forming lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower lower low, lower high is for downtrend. So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. These are most recent higher high. Market has not gotten there yet. It might want to come to this area here and continue. So that is that on structure, BRPE entry, and how to execute your trade. Now, what about if we see a ranging market? Let's see if I can go and look for a ranging market. That is, market is not going up or down, it's just in one place for a long time. Can we still catch a trade? Let's look for something. Something in a ranging form. CHF. Okay. I called this trade on Friday. I think I called the trade Friday or Thursday. I caught it. This is a beautiful example of a trending market. We have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. The market has refused to break. What do? I still stood on the fact that it has not broken this area here. This area here is yet to break. Are you seeing it? So I mark this area I mark this area because this was the previous higher high, then this is the previous lower low. The previous higher high rather, because it has broken this area. So this is the previous higher high and the lower low. So I mark this area with this area to form a zone. A zone is where price meet support, resistance, resistance, support, resistance, support. So price has met here severally. So this is a zone. So we mark these two areas together as one and wait for price to come in. And price come in, it did. No pattern here, no trade, because when it broke out this area, it came up higher high, higher low, it broke out, it went up, it came back in, it went back up as if it wants to sell, give us a double top, which I sold into this area, which is not the main focus of the move. Then in this area we get a double bottom with an engulfing. I took my buy here, I closed out, it came back again and give us another one in this area in 1 hour. I took it again, let's confirm it in 1 hour to be sure. So I saw it again, I saw this one again in 1 hour. This is what I entered. This is one bottom, two bottom, three bottom. Three bottom is even more perfect. So I saw this and I took it. Then what do we have? A massive move to the upside. BRPE, breakout, retest, pattern, engulfing. Even in 4 hours itself, we still have a bullish candlestick in this zone. We have a bullish candlestick that covers one red candle, two red candle. So we just took our entry at the close of this candle and put our stop loss below the wick. So we catch a beautiful 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So in form of a recap, what is a structure? A structure is the movement of the market forming resistance and support, or supply and demand. The top of the market like this is a resistance, the low is a support. So once market go up like this and come down, it has formed a structure, resistance and support. When market breaks the resistance, it will come back into that area, get momentum and push, breaking the next resistance, come back and push. Notice that it's not breaking the support in an uptrend, it's breaking the resistance and it will keep pushing up, breaking resistance. But if it's going up and market now came all the way and break the lowest point of the market, then we know that we are in a downtrend. For example, should the market come all the way to this area here, this place here, and breaks this area, let me mark it out, break this area of this beautiful area here, it comes all the way from here, it rejects, then comes down, break this area to the downside, then goes back up, give us a pattern, then be sure that it's going to drop all the way down. But since we do not have a break of any of the previous lowest point, which is here, it is still an uptrend and we look for bullish action. Now that is one. If it is in a downtrend, it's the same thing. We have the lower high, the lower low, the lower high, the lower low, the lower high, the lower low. Are you following me? Now when we say zone, what do we mean by zone? A zone is in a trending market, we have a lower an uptrend, market going uptrend, we have a higher high, higher low. Once market has taken out the higher high, we mark that area immediately. Once market came up like this, it came down, then it went up and broke that area, we mark it immediately and wait patiently for market to come back in that area. So if we had marked this area at the beginning of the market, you mark this area and wait. Market will come, we break this area, break the higher high and go up, then do what? Retest. We have gotten B, we have R. You want to wait for next? We wait for P pattern. Then E engulfing. That engulfing in the direction of the market is telling us that the buyers are now in action, although they tried to sell for a while, which was what caused the retest in the very first place. But the engulfing there now shows that the buyers are now in the market and they are ready to push it to the upside. So we join the trend and we put our stop loss below to be very safe. Our advice is to put your stop loss below the point of interest zone. Are you with me? So that in case you dance forever, it will still go without taking out your stop loss. It will still go in your favor. In catch. I don't know if you get it. If it is still a downward move like this, it's still the same exact thing that you will do. So in this scenario, by now, you would have known what we are going to do. What do I mean by that? This, for example, my friends, is a ranging market. This is a ranging market. Why do I say so? 1, resistance. 2, 3, the fourth one. So we mark it. I want to show you how to trade a ranging market. It's just the same thing. We have 3 resistance. Then down we have multiple touches for support. I try to stay away from support and resistance mostly now because, like I told you, we refine our trading style. So what do we wait out for? 2 things. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't predict into the future. It is not your place to do that. When you go take your time to predict 1,000 pips and you only end up catching 10 pips or 20 pips, it's like you are wasting your time. When you go with the flow, it gives you room to catch as many pips as possible in any area that the market is going at that particular point in time. So the market came down, market went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down, went up, came down in the same area. Did not break the resistance, the support was not broken. That is a ranging market. Nobody wants to agree for anybody. So at the price of 170 to 171, it has been ranging for Swiss franc and Japanese yen. Who will win this tug of war? Will it be the Swiss franc? Will it be the yen? That is not your own business. Your own business is to focus on the chart and do what the winner is doing. Are you with me? So what I mean by that is, if by Monday we wake up and this thing pushes up, prices pushes up outside this resistance, you know that joy is coming. It will come back here and give us a beautiful pattern for us to take our trade. But if it now forms a resistance here again, comes back down, break this area, we will not take our trade yet, because there's what we call liquidity. But I won't be teaching you that one for now. You will learn that one at a later time. We will not take it if you break this area. We will take it if it has broken this particular area here. Is a beauty to understand price action. We will not take it when it breaks this area immediately, but we will take when it breaks this top immediately. Why? Because the power already is in the upside. So once you break for the upside, we agree that it's still continuing to break. Are you with me? But if it comes down like this, we will not take yet. It might be a trap to catch sellers. But once you break this area here, then we can resume, we can join in the selling. So once you break just this area of resistance, I will not take, because a lot of stop loss are below here. Those who bought will put their stop loss below. So market will come down, take out their stop losses, then continue to the upside. So simply put, to trade a ranging market, you mark the highest point, you mark the lowest point. The highest point is the resistance area. The lowest point is the support area where price has touched multiple times, at least 3 times. If price has touched one place 3 times, it is now a ranging market. Are you getting it? 1, 2, 3, the same area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a ranging market. To trade such a market, you wait. Number 1. Number 2, if the breakout is in direction of the market, you wait for a retest pattern engulfing. Breakout B, retest R, pattern P, engulfing E, BRPE. That's how I came about my own strategy. Now, if the market is in an uptrend and the ranging mount breaks to the downside, you wait patiently. Don't take it. Let it form another structure move. That is, as it has broken this area now, you wait for it to break this next lower point, then come back and retest, give us a pattern, then you take. Why do you take that extra precaution? That's because the market is currently going up. To be sure that there's no more power for the sellers, for the buyers, we must be sure, double sure of the selling opportunity. So that's how you take a trade that is going up, an uptrend. So in a nutshell, these overall moves are what we call structure. Uptrend, structure. Ranging, structure. Let me now see if I can see a downtrend. Let me see if I can see a downtrend. This is still an uptrend. Let me see if I can see a downtrend. This is not a beautiful chart. And the beautiful chart for the sake of this. Oh, I've been going up. You know, I called the trade from here to the upside because it broke out. Let me put it in 4 hours. It broke out of this resistance area. I marked this area and waited for it. So market came back to this area, gave us an engulfing in 1 hour, and I took it to the upside. Easy peasy. Look at the engulfing here. This is it right here. This is it right here. Give it engulfing, double bottom engulfing, then 300 pips in the making. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a downtrend that we can use to conclude this lecture, this segment of our lecture. AUD/USD. AUD/USD is not really a beautiful downtrend, but we can still come back to it if we do not find a neat downtrend. XTI, which I caught this on Friday, which I showed you in the group. I almost lost it. What made me enter? I believe you should be able to see it. It broke. It was going up. It was going higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It came back to this area of resistance, which was the previous higher high. It formed a support. One bottom went up, went back. Then this engulfing right here was my own signal. I entered here. Market came. It would have kicked me out, but because my stop loss was below this zone. Don't forget the zone. below this zone, it did not kick me out. Then I made $5 and I closed the round there for $5, but it still went up healthily. Like I said, we are still looking for a downtrend market. Let me check MXN. There's no downtrend market, but I believe you get the whole story. You get the whole story that we are trying to. The message we are trying to pass. Beautifully said. Lower low, lower high. Lower low, lower high. Lower low, lower high. Lower low, lower high. Lower low. Lower low, lower high. Lower low. Until market say that's enough. It broke the previous. Oh, voila, for who no get better phone. What's he doing now?